Welcome to a wonderful weekend of football. We saw a lot of drama yesterday. Chelsea losing out on 3 points to a late equalizer from Burnley. Osasuna coming from behind to beat league leaders Real Madrid. And on today, their competition, Barcelona will be facing Levante and Manchester City, which came off a resounding, wonderful win against Newcastle, which will probably mount pressure on the Arsenal on their travel to their neighbours at London, going up to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to play away from home against Tottenham. Then lastly, we'll be talking about Liverpool, the defending champions, meeting Nottingham Forest, which is coming off an European midweek game in Turkey. So in this video, we'll be breaking down the matches one after the other, tactically, analytically, and dropping our predictions on what we think is going to happen in the game. So if you've gotten to these points, like the video, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the video. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool Football Club. This is going to be a wonderful game of football. You know, Nottingham Forest can be very stubborn at their ground, at the City ground. They're a stubborn team. Coming to face a Liverpool side that has been shaky this season, very unpredictable. It can go either way. I mean, Nottingham Forest, obviously, they are coming off a midweek clash in Turkey against Fenerbahce, and I think they did not arrive until Friday. Fatigue is a factor. I'll be expecting Liverpool, which has rested over the week, to have the upper hand in this game, given that they did not have any midweek game and they had a full week to rest. Nottingham Forest can be very stubborn at their home ground, but of course, the game they played during the week is a massive advantage for the Reds. They would have fully rested players. Honestly, Forest has not been the best at home, even if they can be very stubborn at home. I think at the City ground this season, they've scored only but 13 goals at home. That is not a good start. Scoring 13 goals at home this season. In how many games? I think Liverpool needs to... These are one of those games you need to see out early. Just like the Chelsea versus Burnley game, which was supposed to be seen out early. So I think if Liverpool really wants to go home with 3 points, they need to see out the game on time. Kill the game in the first half. 3-0 up, 4-0 up, 2-0 up. To avoid, the scrappy long balls in the second half. Because when you give this kind of teams that room to breathe after the first half, that confidence that, okay, we were not hit hard in the first half, so let's try to upset them in the second half. You will regret it. You will pay for it. You will pay for it. Like Chelsea did yesterday. So these are one of those games that you need to see out very early in the first half. You hardly see teams like this come out at you in the first half. But once you give them that, once you relax and give them that confidence, that hope that something can happen, you see them banking on that. You see them coming out to play in the second half. You see them relying on set pieces, on counters in the second half. And that can hurt you badly if you don't see out the game in the first half. It can get to haunt you in the end. Go and ask Chelsea fans what they suffered yesterday, what they suffered against Leeds. So I believe if the Reds are able to bury most of their first half chances, this is going to be an easy win for them. Liverpool should be taking 3 points home today. The focal points in this game should be Liverpool, how they handle the counter. If they are not able to see out the game in the first 60 minutes, it's a problem. You might end up watching how the City ground becomes Nottingham Forest 12th man. In the end, I see Liverpool seeing out this game with a comfortable 2-0 win away from home. On the next game, we head over to North London for the almighty North London derby. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. I feel like this is going to be a movie. Tottenham Hotspur currently on a new manager bounce. You know, their former manager Thomas Frank being sacked some days ago has been replaced with a new manager. So I believe their players would want to prove to the manager that, okay, I am perfect for this role. Use me, put me. A side with a new manager bounce, we will be meeting a side top of the table. It's not going to be an easy game. These are not one of those games that I can predict before it starts. It's not going to be an easy one for Arsenal or for Tottenham. I mean, if it was at the Emirates, we could say it would be an easy win for Arsenal, given Tottenham's bad form. But we don't know what the new manager is going to bring. Look at Carrick, look at Rosenoir. Unbeaten since they came to the Premier League. So new manager bounce is a factor. Arsenal chasing the title is another factor. What do we have to expect in this game? Let's get into it tactically. Currently, Spurs are in 16th. We can't ignore that. But when a new manager comes in, form goes out entirely. You forget about form. This is the new manager, new mindset, new tactics, new coaches. So it's going to be an exciting game to watch today. Let's see what Igor Tudor has to offer to Tottenham fans, to Tottenham players. Let's see what he's made of. You know, a lot of people have been calling Arsenal the Butlers, bottling company, Bottle FC. But we are tending to forget that Arsenal and Manchester City have statistically the same last 10 games. They've been forgetting that Arsenal and Manchester City have been statistically the same in the last 10 games in the Premier League. 3 wins, a lot of draws, and 1 loss each. So if you're calling them butlers, you're supposed to be calling City butlers as well. None of them have been on a very fine run of form. But of course, you have to take into consideration the back-to-back draws against Brentford and Wolves, bottom place Wolves. This is not a good thing for the Arsenal if they really want to win this league. You don't bottle leads like that. You do not bottle leads like that. Manchester City will not bottle leads like that when they are going for the title. And if Arsenal should draw points at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it is going to be crazy. That would be very disappointing. 3 games back to back, dropping points while you are at the top of the summit. It is unacceptable. It is unacceptable, and that would mount more pressure on the players. I mean, we saw it last game. Imagine a derby. The pressure is going to be worse. It's going to be much on the players, and memes will fly all over the internet. So Arsenal have to avoid dropping points today if they are to retain their claim for that title. They have to avoid dropping points today. It's going to be, like I said, a movie today. The likes of Victor Gyökeres, Arsenal's leading man, coming off against Mickey van de Ven, a very pacey centre half. Who is going to come out on top? Let us know in the comments. It's going to be a serious battle between the two. Spurs are 16th on the table currently. If the Arsenal are unable to claim all 3 points against their backdoor neighbours, we need to retire the phrase title race from North London. Yes, we need to retire the phrase title race from North London completely, because they are not ready for it. They are not serious if they do that today. You cannot be dropping points against a 20th place team and a 16th place team consecutively. In the end, I'm expecting Tottenham to score today at home. And of course, Arsenal, I'm expecting them to score as well. This is going to be a game of so many goals. I mean, that was what I expected in the City game too, and unluckily, a goal was chalked off for them. But this game today, there are going to be a lot of goals in today's game. I'm seeing Tottenham lose the game 2-3 at home to Arsenal. That is my final score prediction. Let us know what you think will be the outcome in the comments below. Over to the last game of the day. Barcelona versus Levante. We saw a lot of drama yesterday with their rivals, Real Madrid. It's been a lot of drama in the La Liga lately. Barca losing from behind to Girona. And then Madrid leapfrogging them on the title race. Now Madrid comes to lose the same scoreline away from home. So will Barca take all 3 points today? Or will it be another movie to watch? Another set of drama? Let's get right into it. Barca is in current crisis right now. Since Joan Laporta resigned, they've been asked losing 4-0 to Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. Coming off that, to lose 2-1 to Girona. They've surrendered top spot to Real Madrid, who also suffered a loss yesterday. So for Barcelona, this is not a game. This is emergency. They need to win this. They need to win this to keep the title race going and in their favor. They need to be beating Levante. Going into the game, when you compare the attack and defense of this game, Barcelona's offensive attack, Levante's defense, it is a mismatch. It is a mismatch. I mean, Barca has the best attack this season in the La Liga. 64 goals scored, while Levante, the worst defense in the league, 41 goals conceded. So it is a proper mismatch. I mean, if Barca doesn't score up to 3, Hansi Flick's system has to be questioned. This is Hansi Flick's kind of food. These are those games you see Barca scoring as high as 4, as high as 5, as high as 6. But if they don't score up to 3 in this game, Hansi Flick's system has to be questioned. I mean, this is the game for Lamine Yamal to redeem himself. After missing a penalty against Girona, the world will be watching on to see how he responds to that. The world is watching to see how the Wonder Kid can respond to one of the first dips of his career. Levante sits at 19th on the table currently. If Barca doesn't win comfortably here, they should just hand over the trophy to Real Madrid. They should hand the top spot to Real Madrid because they are not serious. You can't be playing 19th place Levante and you're not coming out on top. When you're in it, and you can't be playing against 19th place Levante and you're not coming out on top when you're in a title race. So my final prediction for the Barcelona versus Girona game is 4-0 in favor of Barcelona. They should be seeing this game off with a lot of goals. Alright, ballers. If you're to pick one of these teams between Arsenal and Manchester City to clinch the title, who are you putting your house on? Who are you putting your school fees on? Who are you putting your rent on? Let us know in the comments below. And also, the battle between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Let us know who you think is going to end up top of the La Liga summit come May. Arsenal has the derby today. Manchester City has the momentum. Let us know in the comments. Comment butlers and comment champion on who you think is going to come out on top come May. Thank you guys for watching this far. I really appreciate your time and efforts. Do well to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and share to your friends and banter mates and club mates as well. See you on the next one.